Hey, what's up everybody? It's Jimmy here again with yet another video. I just realized I haven't color graded an indoor scene before. So today we're going to be color grading an indoor scene. So I shot this morning with the Sony A7S III using S-Log 3, and I also shot in 4K 24 FPS and 10-bit 422. Those are my camera settings, and my ISO was at 800 and my shutter was at 1/50. Yeah, because a lot of people have been asking for like the information of the camera that I shot in. So I also used an ND filter. I'm just going to show you real quick my timeline color settings. So here I have my color management is just set to Rec 709. So all right, so here I have a bunch of clips that I shot this morning. I have a bunch of clips that I did, but I'm gonna be going with this one. And again, I'm gonna upload the clips online so you can download and just follow along with the tutorial. All right, so let's get right into it. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna create another node that's option S. And here this is going to be our CST. And I'm just going to go to the effects and drop our color space transform, and then my input color space is going to be Sony S gamma, and my input gamma is going to be Sony S-Log 3, and here my output color space is going to be Rec 709, and my output gamma is going to be gamma 2.4. So we've transformed it from Rec 709, so from S-Log 3 to gamma 2.4. So the reason why I'm doing this, if you notice, is a little different from the normal way that I do. I'm not going to be using any LUTs, so I just want us to create a look from scratch, so we're not using any LUTs. So this is our CST, and the next thing I'm going to do is on this node, this is going to be our contrast or our exposure. Let's name this exposure, and we're going to be using the HDR to do the exposure. So I'm just going to go to my HDR right here, and then here I'm going to come to my global exposure, and I'm going to reduce the exposure because it's kind of overexposed. By the way, I'm going for like a bluish, kind of like orange and teal, but like orange and blue. Yeah, that's kind of the look that I'm going for. So right here, I'm just going to reduce my exposure to say somewhere around minus. That is good. So this is the before, after. So right now, we're just gonna create some contrast. See, the image is not contrasty enough, so let's just create some more contrast. So I'm just gonna come here and then I'll create another node, and let's name this contrast. That's gonna be our contrast. And to create the contrast right here, I'm just gonna use some curves to create the contrast. So I'm gonna come here to my custom curves here, and then I'm just gonna create some sort of like an S. So right here, I'll just pull this down a little bit, and then this up, and this is the before, after. See, we created some contrast right there. So the next thing we're gonna be doing right now is we're gonna create some more contrast again in the shot. So I'm gonna hit Control S. Option S, and let's say this is going to be our contrast number 2. So contrast 2, And here I'm just gonna go to my primary, then I'm gonna come here to my contrast, and then I'm gonna increase some contrast in the shot, say yeah, somewhere around here. I think that's good. And then I'm just going to say to increase the shadows a little bit. Let's lift the shadows some a little bit to like say somewhere like 13. So this is the before and the after, before, after, before, after. So we're just creating some contrast right now. So from here, we're gonna start working on getting the look. We already did the color correction and it looks pretty good. I mean, you could actually leave it like this. It's pretty. It looks pretty good right now. So what I'm gonna be doing right here is here. I'm just gonna create another node again, and here we're just gonna let's just name this look, because this is gonna be our look. So here I'm just going to come to my primary wheels, and then I'm gonna put the temperature at somewhere like say 330. Yeah, that's good. And then I'm gonna add some green. I'm gonna reduce some magenta in the shot, so I'm gonna the tint right here, I'm gonna put it at say somewhere like minus yeah, that's good. So this is the before, the after, before and the after. You see, I put the look is the color that I added, the color temperature. When I adjusted that, it just went to the skin a little bit. So now let's just work on the skin. Let's work on the skin. So I'm just gonna create yet another node, and this is gonna be our skin. I just like to keep my notes like pretty simple. I don't like to overcomplicate things. Like I always say that when you want to color grade, you start working on getting the look right on the time you're shooting. So I spend more time trying to like balance my shot while I'm shooting. So it just makes it a lot easier for me while I'm color grading. So that's why most of the time you see I just do the little touches and my grade is already coming out. The look that I want to get is already coming out without really doing much during the color grade. So right here in the skin, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come to my curves, and in my hue versus hue, I'm gonna select the yellows because the skin tones lie somewhere in the yellows, and then I'm going to say in my yellows I'm going to increase like the hue rotate somewhere to like say yeah, I think that is good. And then I'm going to select the reds too because the skin tones also have some parts that are red. So I'm going to select the reds, and in my reds I'm just going to say to my hue rotate, I'm just gonna reduce this to somewhere like say minus, yeah, that's good. I feel like that's good. And then let's go to our hue versus saturation right here, and I'm just gonna click there, and then I'm gonna come into I'm gonna select my yellows, and in my yellows I'm gonna add the saturation a little bit to say somewhere around 101 point. Yeah, I feel like that's actually good. So this is the before and the after. Before, after. I don't know if you notice the skin tones, but like before, after, before, after. Take note of the skin tones. After, before, after. So that's what we was able to get. And then I feel like I've already gotten the look that I want to get. So right here, I'm just going to basically say add some more contrast again. Let's add like the final contrast. And just put this down here. This is going to be like our contrast 3. Let me name that contrast 3. And here, I'm just gonna add some more contrast. I'm gonna come to my color wheels, and then I'm gonna add like some more contrast again. I'm gonna add to like 1 point. Yeah, I feel like that's it. And then the final thing I'm gonna be doing is I'll just add some grain. Option S to create another node, and then here is gonna be our grain. And then I'm just gonna come to my effects, and then I'll just type film grain, drag and drop, and that's it. So in our contrast right here, if you look at it, here is the after, here is the before and the after, before, after, before, after. So this is what we came from here to here, here to here, here to here. See, it's a pretty big difference. So I feel like that's the grade. And to just copy the same grade to the other grades, I'm gonna come to my gallery section, and then I'm gonna right click and grab a still. This is the still right here. Then I'll just open up my clips here, and I'll just basically, drag and drop. I'll just drag and drop right there, and this is our before, after, before, after. So basically the same grade applies. I'll just do the same thing, just drag and drop, drag and drop. So you see, it's kind of like teal and orange, but not totally, because it has more like bluish tones to it. Drag and drop, drag and drop. So you see, it's pretty easy, actually, pretty easy. When you take more time trying to, to shoot well, it makes it easier for you to color grade. That's why it doesn't take me like much time to really color grade. So there you have it, guys. That was it for today, and I really want to take a moment to appreciate everybody that has been part of the channel, because in the past 2 weeks we've been going a lot, and I really appreciate y'all for that. And thank you for watching, and stay tuned because we have more videos like this coming, and be sure to subscribe so we can grow together and keep making more content like this. Thank you. Appreciate you.